Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Hit the toe so clear. Look out! Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up, I'm wearing Cuban links. Designer mix. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit! I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Hit the toe so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach, I gotta show them how I can't get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Hit the toe so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, baby.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Miss Diva Truck. I'm coming to you tonight, with another video. Okay, what are we doing tonight, guys? We're doing tonight. First of all, just got finished with class. Okay, so just got finished with freight agent class for today. Tomorrow we are going to. Hey, Thomas. Tomorrow, I'm going to the auction. Okay, so tomorrow about 8-9 o'clock in the morning, I'm going up in Georgia to look at the trucks that's going to be on the auction in Noonan, Georgia. Okay, so me and Jess are going out there tomorrow, and we're going to go look at some trucks. Okay, because this bid that's coming up on the 26th is only online, so you cannot bid there. With Ritchie Brothers, you can only bid online, so you got to be a registered bidder in order to do that. Okay, so hang around with me tomorrow when we go out there. I'm gonna videotape the trucks that we're looking at, and other than that, tonight I'm doing the video because a lot of people would like to know how to transition from being in your truck to over to freight agent to freight broker. Okay, let me start off by saying this, guys. There's no get rich quick. There's no fast way to do this. The best way is to study your craft. Okay. So as you start your truck driving journey and you get out into the industry and you decide that you want to get your CDL and you want to drive trucks or whatever, it may take you a little bit of time to learn, from getting from point A to point B or whatever the case may be. And then you start getting your foot in the game a little bit after a year. You kind of figured out, how to back up. It may take you about a year to learn how to back up and all this kind of stuff. So you figure that out. You figure out how to route plan, trip plan. you learning your ELD, you learning how to take care of your truck, you're doing all those type of things. The other thing that you are learning is you're learning also how to run a business. Okay, so if some of you are what is called a lease purchase, take that opportunity and figure out that is what your school is to learn how to run your business. Okay, you figure you got about 4 years to pay your lease truck off, right? So you want to take every opportunity that you can. You want to take every opportunity that you can to be able to learn as much about running your own trucking business, right? So you want to do things like, for example, like, um, um, let me turn this off. Let's see. Okay, you want to do things like learning your routes, okay, so that you're not running all over the place. Because let me tell y'all, when you first get your license, the first thing that you're going to want to do is like, I wanted to go everywhere. I wanted to go 48 states. I wanted to experience everything. So I wanted to go to California. I didn't want to go to the Northeast too much, but I wanted to get out there and experience everything that I could possibly do. I wanted to do the mountains. I wanted to understand all the conditions of driving and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So after that first year, it's like your excitement year. You get so excited about being able to, that you're a driver, you got your own truck, stuff like that. So after that first year kind of wears off, it starts to become routine for you. Okay. And the thing is you need to learn as much as you can out there when it comes to, shippers, when it comes to receivers, when it comes to where you're going to pick up your freight. Okay. Because eventually, if you want to make a transition from going from being in the truck to out of the truck, and maybe owning your own fleet of trucks, or owning your own brokerage, like I have my own brokerage. If you want to do that, being in that truck by yourself is the best time that you can learn that. Okay. Like I say, even though I was not ready to start my own brokerage or be an agent, a freight agent, or whatever the case may be, because when I was on the road, I was so busy running, it wasn't no time for me to be focused on anything else. The only thing that I could worry about was to be focused on paying off that truck. Okay. Because once you pay off that liability, when you're actually in your truck and you're making your payments and things like that, that truck is a liability. Okay. Because you're paying out money every week. You're paying out money, you're paying out insurance, you're doing all this kind of stuff. So in order to flip that and make it into a asset, you got to pay it off. Because if you pay it off, then you could be able to get other people in your truck, other drivers in your truck. And the best thing about doing that is you cut out an expense of a truck payment every week or every month or whatever the case may be. Okay. So that's a little bit more that you can give to your driver. So if I'm paying $500 a week on a truck payment, right? So, and I know that my truck won't be paid off for 4 years, go ahead and run your truck. Know everything about that truck, because about time you put a driver in that truck and you pay that truck off, right? Then that $500 that you were paying in your truck note, right? That's $2,000 a month. That's money that you could be putting back for a person that's running your truck. Okay. Then also, you may be able to get a higher percentage. You may be able to, once your truck is paid off, you can move your truck to go to wherever it is that you want to do. So if you're at a company and that you're getting paid 90 cents a mile, or $1.05 a mile, or $1.10 a mile, or whatever the case may be. Okay. Once you finish paying that truck off and you don't have any note on that truck, you can take that truck anywhere you want to. So you can go with a company if you decide to lease onto a company where you're not getting your own authority. You can still get 85% of the freight. There's companies that will give you 88% of the freight. Okay. So then you will be able to increase your revenue. There's a couple of ways that you can increase your revenue as a lease purchase driver going to be a owner operator. One is to pay off your truck. Okay, because that will put more money in your pocket. Then not only that, you can get somebody to run in your truck. This is what I did. Okay, I knew I could not get anybody to be in my truck, be able to take care of my expenses that I had at home, and also to be able to take care of the driver. Okay, so they will be able to make money in the truck. Okay, I wanted my driver to make anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 a week. Okay, how am I going to do that? First of all, if I'm only making up to $1,500 a week, I can't put nobody in my truck, and I'm only making $1,500 a week because I go home, I have no income at all. Okay, it all goes to the driver. Okay, so what I did was you pay the truck off first, right? Run that truck for 4 years. You know everything about that truck. So when you know your driver is supposed to be there on time or whatever the case, or what they can and cannot do, you know that. Why? Because you ran that truck and you know what your truck can do, right? So after you pay that off, what you do, you put somebody in the truck. I paid my truck off last year. Okay. So then what I did, the first thing I did in May was I found a driver. The driver that I found to put in my truck, guys, he had a difficult time getting hired. And I took a chance on him and put him in my truck, right? Because the company that I was with didn't want to hire him. So I said, okay, let him come and get in my truck and I'll pay him. So I think we started off at 48 cents a mile, right? So, over there at LTI, your miles is going to be somewhere between 2,500, 3,000 miles. So I knew if my driver ran 2,500 miles times 48, he was going to make about $1,200 a week. Let's see, 48 times 25, about $1,200 a week, which is pretty good, right? So, and he will be able to work for me. I didn't require him, tell him when he had to work. I didn't require him what days he took off or whatever the case may be. I wanted him to be able to have that freedom of, hey, we got to make money on his truck. Okay. You don't run, you don't get paid. Okay. So he came out the door running. Okay. My first driver that I hired in my truck was awesome. I couldn't even ask for a better driver. Okay. Every week he came out of was in the truck, he ran. Okay. He made about $1,300 to $1,700 a week. And the benefit of that was the truck grossed enough that it gave him $1,500 a week. And it also gave me about $1,000 to $1,500 a week as well. Okay. And the only time that I had to worry about anything was when he took off. Okay. But it wasn't that long because he was used to the money. He wanted the money, so he ran. And he ran so good. Okay. He ran so good that my driver was at the top of the list of all the other company drivers at the company. Okay. So he began to be what is called an asset. Okay. So when, people saw that, he was doing good and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, why would you work for Miss Tamara for 48 cents? We'll pay you 50 whatever cents and you can work for us. Okay. So I don't get mad at that because, that's an opportunity for my driver. Okay. I want you to be successful. I want you to do good. Okay. If you find a better opportunity, I would be a fool to tell you not to take that opportunity. Okay. I want to be able to empower those so that they can go down the way of ownership and things like that. Okay. But if I make it look easy, that don't mean that it's going to be easy when you do it. Okay. The thing that we had together was we had a paid off truck. Okay. So when you start a lease purchase or you want to say, hey, Mr. Chairman, I want to get my own truck or whatever the case may be, so I can own my own truck and start that now. There's not a problem with that. The only thing is you got to realize you're going to have all those expenses. So working for me, you didn't have those expenses. Why not work for me for 6 months or a year, learn a game from me because I did it, right? Learn a game from me, save your money, put down on a truck, and then that way you could have your costs lower. And then if you want to be your own boss, your own operator, whatever the case may be, go for it. Okay. But learn the game first. Okay. That's what you have to do. Learn it. Learn how I do it. Watch how I move. Okay. So he stayed in the truck, I want to say a couple of months or whatever the case may be. But I think I got to the point where I was paying him too well that, he was like, well, darn, if it's this easy, I can go out there and on my own truck anyway and do the same thing and make more money. Okay. But the thing that you don't realize is you're going to have that overhead because now you got a truck payment, you got the fuel, you got the insurance, you got all these other things that you got to pay for, where when you was in my truck, you didn't have that. All you had to do was run 3,000 miles, you was good. Okay. The only way that you had to worry about being in the hole, you wasn't in the hole. The only thing you had to worry about was when you took off. So you didn't owe anybody money, right? But when you do go and get your own and you fall under that, then you're going to have the responsibility of everything else. So if you haven't learned how to maintain a truck, how to run a truck, how to make money for your escrow, how to put money aside, then you're going to soon figure out it's not as easy as you thought it was, right? So, but if you allow people to go out there and explore and make those mistakes themselves, that's fine. Drivers will come along. I know I paid well. I got a paid off truck. Somebody else will come along. So the next thing I did was I hired another driver. Right? Everybody don't have the same enthusiasm as, the next person. Okay. You're going to learn once you pay your truck off and you put somebody else in your truck, you're taking a risk. Okay. One of the risks that you're taking is you can have a driver that don't care. That's why it's always important to be pre-selective and not just hire anybody to run your truck. Okay. You pay for that truck. You worked hard for that truck. Okay. You got to where you needed to be, where you receive your own title. So you just don't want to throw any and everybody in your truck. Okay. Because people are not going to have that same passion. They may not be as driven as you are, and they may not take care of your equipment the same way that you would take care of it. So you need to be very selective in who you hire and put in your truck. Don't hire everybody that want a job. Okay. You need to check references to make sure, did they leave the last company? How did they leave their truck? Why are you looking for a job now? Is it just for more money? How do you run? You want to find out something about that driver to make sure that now your truck, right? Now your truck that you worked hard for and paid off for, you want to make sure that the person that you put in there, not only do you treat them fairly as far as pay, but you want to also make sure that they're going to be able to be responsible with your equipment. If you're going to give them the opportunity of, you can work when you want to. I'm not going to bother you. Listen, guys, I didn't call my drivers. Okay. I didn't call them, checking up on them, seeing how they was doing, wondering where they are, if they're going to make it to their delivery on time. I rarely talk to my drivers. Okay. I only talk to them through text. And if they had a problem. Okay. My driver ran 3,000 miles. Here's some extra money for some truck wash. Here's some extra money for, just your, whatever the case may be. just for, hustling and having that hustling mentality. Okay. I reward drivers that bust their behind and take care of my equipment. Now, the next driver that I get, they don't do the same thing, I don't have those same rewards. Okay. And pretty soon I'm gonna replace you because you're running my truck like you own my truck, and you don't own my truck. Okay. So when you start to run my truck like, you don't have to work, and you okay with getting only a certain amount of money, I have to switch you out as a driver. Okay. Because we're in business, right, to make money. Okay. So not only do you have to make money, I have to make money as an owner as well. Okay. So if all my expenses is paid off and I don't have a big overhead on a truck, because if I don't run a truck, I don't have a maintenance, right? So if I don't run a truck, the only thing I got to pay is insurance. So I would rather for my truck to sit, okay, and pay $100 a week and just flat rate fee or whatever the case may be, than to have you sitting in my truck and doing 1,000 miles or 1,500 miles and the check is $300-400. Okay. That shows me no initiative. That shows me it's not worth my time. Okay. That shows a person taking advantage of somebody that's giving you an opportunity to make as much as you want. Run like an owner operator. Don't have nobody over your back. Take time that you want to take off from work and, do your own thing. The only thing that I'm asking you to do is take care of my equipment and let's go. Okay. Put your money to the side, save up, learn this game, buy your own truck if this is what you want to do. Okay. So, first step, pay off your truck. Then put somebody else in your truck. Okay. So that way you can focus on getting out your truck. I believe any CEO, any fleet owner that is going to be having multiple trucks and things like that, and you can agree with me or you don't have to. Okay. It's your opinion. I believe you need to be able to run your business outside of the truck. Okay, because now you become the CEO, now you become the fleet owner, now you become, the overall seer. And if you're in the truck, you can't watch everything. Okay, you got to be able to come off the road. You got to be able to be in charge of running your truck, running your equipment, or put it on at a company that's going to run your equipment. But you need to get out your truck so you can focus on something else, right? What is that something else? We got to tie all of this together. It's called the supply chain, right? So if we're going to make all this work, be coming out the truck, paying your truck off, putting a driver in there, now you're starting your fleet. So now you got one truck, you got an asset, you got one truck, okay? Now let's go over on the other side and get the rest of the money, right? Because a lot of the issue is that people have a concern about is even after you pay off your truck, even after you put somebody in your truck, even after you get your authority, guess what? You still got that overhead of fighting with the broker from getting your loads, okay? Because if you got one truck, you probably don't have a lot of customers of your own. You're probably on a load board picking out loads. And then you got another headache that you got to deal with, which is called the broker. Right? So now you paid your truck off. Now you got a driver. Now I'm still getting ripped off because I got somebody that I don't know that I have to depend on to give me a fair rate for the freight. Right? Okay. So how do you alleviate that? Okay. I always tell you, you're never going to beat them. Right. But you're going to learn how to run your business so that you can effectively, right, turn it around and make it work for you. How do you make it work for you? Right? You got your truck, you got your driver, you got your authority. Now what I need you to do is learn about freight. I need you to learn about customers. I need you to learn how to rate loads. I need you to learn how to be a broker. Okay? Because now that you have your trucks, now that you have your authority, guess what? You don't want to go through anybody else. You want to go direct. So you need to learn about freight, how freight moves, developing lanes, being a broker. That's why if you look at mega carriers, medium carriers, anybody that's worth a grain of salt in this industry is going to have a transportation system, a trucking a trucking company, right, where they have their own carrier authority, and then they're going to have a broker authority within the same company. Okay, they're going to label it different, but it's all the same. KLLM has a trucking company, KLLM has a logistics company. Okay, therefore they can get contracts and get direct freight not only as a carrier, but they can also get it as a broker as well. Okay, that's why if I, as a carrier and a broker, wanted to run Prime Freight or Swift Freight or JB Hunt Freight, okay, I'm not running it under my brokerage because they are a broker. I can run it under my carrier. So I get the freight regardless, whether I'm a broker or a carrier. Because one thing shippers are going to deal with, they're going to deal with either a carrier or a broker. Even if they're a 3PL, the 3PL is going to want what? A carrier. Okay. A lot of 3PLs don't have their own equipment. They look for carriers. Okay, so this is how you level the playing field. You become asset based. I had a question from one of my students tonight. They asked me, they said, Tamara, what's the difference between asset based and non-asset based? Asset based is when you own equipment. Okay, for example, you may not own trucks. You may own lease out trailers. Okay, your asset is your trailers. Okay, you may not own trailers, you may own warehouses. Okay, there's 4 or 5 warehouses on my property. Okay, so how do I become an asset-based broker? Is because I can charge shippers, right, my customers, I can charge them if they need a place to store their freight, they can put it right back out there on my property. And I can charge them an amount, have them sign a 5-year contract, right? And I become an asset to them, okay, to store their freight, okay? If you are a broker, you may want to work with freight forwarders, people that are making arrangement for freight to be coming in from overseas, whether it is by air, whether it is by sea. Okay, that is what is called a freight forwarder. Freight forwarders and freight brokers work together because freight brokers work with freight being moved around on land from one place to the other, and they may take it from the freight forwarder that got it from across seas, right? And the freight broker will get it from the port, from the wherever the what is it, the airplane, the sea, whatever the case may be, by rail or whatever the case may be, pick it up. I have a what about a lumper service within your business? You could do that. You could do that. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to have a lot of trucks. But what is non-asset based is that you don't own truck, trailer, warehouse. You don't have any of those what is called standalone equipment. But what you do have is you have access to all these carriers. Okay, that's what brokers do when they're non-asset based, is they have carriers sign on to them. Okay, and then that way, I got the load board. I can go on there and post my loads on the load board. I don't own any trucks. I don't own any trailers, but I can post my load on a load board and get people to run freight. Is it good to be asset-based or non-asset based? Depending on the shipper, depending on what you're trying to do. Okay, there's a benefit, there's a pro, and there's a con to either one. Okay, when you're non-asset based, a lot of customers like that because you have a variety, and you're not in a just a particular area. Okay, what I mean by that is you could probably run any freight. Okay, 48 states. It doesn't matter to you. You're going to put it on a load board. Driver going to find it. They're going to run it. Okay. When you become asset based, you may only run in a certain area, like LTI. LTI runs in about 16 states. Okay. Is that a pro or a con for a shipper? It can be either. Okay. It can be a pro because they can be dedicated in a certain area that the shipper needs them the most. Or it could be a con where that, okay, LTI may have 200 trucks, okay, but they don't go past Texas. As a shipper, if I got loads going all over the place, I might need for them to be able to be more open. Okay, so that's how you bid on certain lanes. They will ask you with your customers, hey, what lane would you like to bid on? Okay, if I know that I only run Southeast freight, then I'm a bid on the Southeast lane. I'm not interested in what's out west. I'm not interested in what's in the east. Only thing I'm interested is the lane that I got my trucks running. Some people only run their trucks in certain lanes. Okay, because that's what's beneficial to them. Now, once you pay your truck off, once you put a driver in there, all this time, it's going to take you 4 to 5 years to pay your truck off. What should you be doing in the meantime? You should be writing down every shipper, receiver, every place you go, every whatever the cause may be. Keep a book of everything. Why? Because if you decide to go over into the freight agent or the freight broker industry and get more into the supply chain, that is going to be an asset for you. It's going to be a benefit for you. Okay, I'm not saying write everything down and go in there to the shipper and try to get their business right there as a driver. You can't do that. Okay, if you do that, you'll probably get fired. Okay, because the shipper will let your company know that you're soliciting for business and you're a driver. Okay, so don't do that, but you can write down the information. If I'm sitting at Nestle in Anderson, Indiana, I can write Nestle, Anderson, Indiana. So when I become an agent or a broker or whatever, I want to know, how can I do business with Nestle? Okay. And I might not be there yet. Guys, a lot of places you're not ready for yet. But how do you get ready? Okay, you got to get ready. I understand when I bid on my first contract, I didn't expect to get it, but I expect for them to tell me what I needed to do to be able to bid on it next time. And the only other thing that I didn't have was I wasn't asset based. The thing that came back, I had everything else. I was a minority. I had a truck. I had my own brokerage. I had my own credentials. I had everything else, but I did not have, I wasn't asset based. I didn't have a lot of trucks. I didn't have a warehouse. I didn't have that. Okay. So that popped off an idea. Okay. If I'm going to invest into a home or whatever the case may be, I need to be investing into a home that I can also make a business mind where it can pay for itself. How are you going to do that? Grow chickens out there, where I can do contracts with Tyson, where I can do contracts with Purdue, where I can do contracts with Cook. Okay, how am I going to do that? I am going to go buy my little chickens. I'm going to raise them up for 6 weeks. I'm going to let them go out there and be organic, because I'm not going to pump them with all kinds of stuff. Tyson is going to come out here. Purdue is going to come out here. Whoever's going to come out here, and they're going to say, Tamara, hey, we want your chickens. How fast can you produce them? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grow some herbs. I'm going to grow some vegetables. I'm going to grow whatever. Okay. People that's selling that, go down there to the market and sell my tomatoes. Okay. People will want to do business. This is just not buying a house to have a house, a place to stay. This is a business where I will be able to get help and get the USDA. Once I get USDA approval, okay, and be able to get irrigation and, you know, all that kind of stuff, they will come to me. Why? Because I'm an asset. Do we understand? So what I'm talking to you about tonight is, don't just think because you're in a truck right now, okay, there's a lot of opportunity to learn. There is a lot of opportunity to study. Okay, it took me 6 years from 2014 to what is 2021. I got out the truck May 2020. 6 years to get from learning how to run, learning about intermodal, learning about flatbed, learning what a LTL is, learning what a tanker is, what products go on a refrigerated truck, what products go on a dry van, where's all this stuff going, because it's a circle. And how do I fit in that supply chain? How do I fit? Right now, I know I'm a big part of it, because if you are a driver, none of this product can be delivered, okay, unless you take it. Unless you take it. You are such an important part of the supply chain, because you can't get from the warehouse to the grocery store unless somebody in a truck is going to put it on there and take it there. That makes you important. Okay. So then once you do that, get out the truck, learn about the freight, learn about logistics, learn about how it is that we come up with these rates, how we determine a fuel surcharge. Okay, so now you're not dealing with the broker. I'm not going to be in Washington, D.C. protesting about, I want everybody to be transparent and I want more rules and regulations on brokers. Why? Because you level up, you educate yourself, and you add that to your career. I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to learn the game. Don't get upset. Learn the game. So now you learn the game of trucking. Okay. Now let's go and learn the game of logistics. Okay. Most of these classes that they teach you on how to be a freight agent or a broker or whatever is anywhere between $500 to $1,000. Okay. That is a small investment into you running your own broker company. It's a small investment. Not only that, you need to learn how to run your trucks, dispatch your trucks, so you can become your own supply chain. Okay, so when people ask me, well, hey, Tamara, hey, this is my issue. How can I help you? I can help you because you have a product that comes from overseas, right? So you can go ahead and send your product over here. I'm going to let you lease out my space. Okay? Because it takes so long for you to get your product through customer, what is it? Consumer, the whatever you have to go through to get your customs. Okay? It takes so long for you to get your product through customs. Go ahead and just start shipping it over here. Okay. I'm going to get the little cargo van. FedEx come up here through all the time. Okay. Right up in my driveway. Go right on back there. Put it back there. We're going to store it. When you get ready for it, I'm going to have a truck come get it. We're going to take it right here. We don't have to wait. We're going to cut down on a whole lot of time, because we don't have to work for your product to come from overseas. Your product is already here stored in the United States. Is that a value? Is that an asset? Yes. Okay. Growing your own product. Amber alert. Growing your own products. Okay. Learning how to process your food. Okay. learning how to what it is that you need to do to sustain your own living. Your own living. I don't want to go in the grocery store no more. I want to know exactly where my food comes from. I want to know exactly what was put in my food. Do you think that's a value? There's so many health conscious people in the United States that will pay you anything just to know that their food wasn't pumped with all kinds of chemicals. Okay, this could be a teaching place where people can do their research, where they can come out here and get their internship, to learn how to grow their own garden, to learn how to have their cows, how all of this work together, the fertilizer from the cows, how you get the milk from the goats. Okay. And we pass it on to the next generation. Right? So that is how you become. Just don't think about, oh, if you got bigger goals, and if you want to be able to sustain yourself after the truck and not worry about if that truck is moving or not, so you can be okay, you are going to have to be multi-stream, whatever. I don't care if you are owner operator, learn how to dispatch. If you're an owner operator, learn how to be an agent, learn how to be a broker. Okay. And just like you go to being an agent or a broker, it's just like day one of trucking. We had to go to school. We had to go to 3 weeks of school to get our CDL, right? And that class, what was that class? When we went to that sponsored training and to go get our CDL, right? What was the tuition? I think it's like up to what, $7,000 now? Or you stay at the company for a year? I wasn't giving nobody no $7,000. I stayed at the company for a year, 12 months. I'm going to be here anyway. Where am I going? Okay. So I stayed there the 12 months to learn. I stayed in the industry 6 years. And instead of learning what the next step is, plan out your next step. Okay. The freight broker, I don't teach freight broker. Okay. I don't teach you how to be a broker. I'm going to teach you the way that I learned. And the way that I learned is I took 2 classes, not one. I took one while I was on the truck. Then I took another one to refresh my memory of what I needed to do after I got off the truck. Then I hustled. I was up at 7 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, calling, saying the same thing. I got so comfortable, I don't even have to. Hey, this is Tamara from Whoop Rock Logistics, or whatever the case may be. I need to speak to someone in your shipping department, please. Need to speak to somebody in charge of moving freight. I will go to sleep saying that. So it just rolled off my tongue when I get up in the morning. I would tell them I already got the business. What I didn't. What they know. Yes, this is Tamara with such and such. I'm taking over the new account. I already see that you are set up in our system. We already have you approved. I just need to go ahead and get your email address so I can send you over my email address so you can go ahead and start sending me your load list so I can take care of moving your freight. I told them I was a new account executive. What that mean? They thought I was some big deal. What? The new account executive? Oh, I better give her the load list. The previous person gone. I'm here now. Okay? That's how I got through the door. Oh, you need to speak to, who is this? This is Tamara. This is Tamara with Brock Logistics. This Tamara with Brock Logistics. I need to speak with somebody that's in charge of moving your freight in the shipping department. Who is that? Oh, you need to talk to Tim. What's Tim's last name? Tim Groves. You happen to have his email address? Yeah, it's Tim Groves at abcshipping.com. Oh, does he have a direct extension that I can get in touch with him? Oh, yeah, Tim extension is 1505. Okay, thank you so much. Now she transferred me over to Tim. I get back there to shipping. Hello, this is the shipping department. Hey, is Tim available? I ain't asking no other questions. I need to talk to Tim because the gatekeeper done already told me who was in charge of everything. So why, when I get back there to shipping, that I need to discuss who we need to talk to? Is Tim there? May I speak to Tim? Oh, Tim? Hold on one second. Hold on, let me get Tim for you. Hello, this is Tim on the phone. Hey, Tim, this is Tamara with Brock Logistics. I just want to let you know that, hey, we got you set up. I'm taking over your account. We already got you set up to move your freight. I just want to make sure that you got an updated email address from us. What's your email address, if you don't mind? Oh, Tamara, it's tgrows at abcshipping.gov.net, whatever. Okay, well, Tim, I'm getting ready to send you over my information so you can go ahead and forward me your load list so we can take care of everything for you. And look, Tim, if you need anything like in a hurry, any kind of emergency or last minute or whatever, let me know. You know, I got 65,000 trucks I'm working with. All right, I got you. Don't worry about it. Okay? Oh, okay, Tamara. You okay? So when I get the email address from Tim, right? When I get the email address from Tim, I don't wait around. I send Tim a letter. I let him know everything about Brock Logistics. I make myself look good. You ought to see me on LinkedIn. Child, you would think, woo. You want to tell them all about yourself. I've been in the trucking industry for 6 years. So I know how important it is for the freight to be there on time. I know how important it is for you to be able to track the shipment. You know, I want you to know that you're okay rocking with me. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for the business. These people don't know you. They don't know Tamara from Brock Logistics, but when I get through with them, they will. You say you with who? With Brock Logistics. You know, I'm the new account manager, and I see that, you know, we need to update your account with the email address so I can send the information over so we get the load list. Right? We ain't going to talk about it. I'm not going to ask you what the needs are and how may I help you and all this kind of stuff. I know how I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you by you sending me over what you got. That's how we're going to help. Well, Tamara, what lanes you run? What you know, what freight you want? What is it that you want? All of them. All of them. What division? You want the Southeast? Yeah. What's his name? Mike is over the Southeast. But if you want the Midwest, that's gonna be Tony. Okay. Okay. Give me Mike number. I need Tony number. And who over the Northeast? You got anybody over there? You cannot be afraid when you move over to being a freight agent or a freight broker and be afraid to pick up the phone and ask for the business. Almost demand it. Go on and give it to me. Okay? We in class right now. We have come to the point where we're doing sales calls. Monday, we on the phone. Come on, give me. First thing I ask everybody to do is I need 10 shippers from each one of my agents when we start doing sales calls. Because when I start making calls, we're not going to be on the phone for the next 10, 15 minutes. It's going to be 2 to 3 minutes, and we keep it pushing. Okay? We're going to have a pen in our hand. We're going to have a notebook paper right here because we're writing down everything a person tells us. Okay? Because you do not know what the gatekeeper finna give you. The gatekeeper will give it up if you know what to ask. Okay, you are going to be afraid. You are going to not know what to do. You're going to mess up. You ain't going to ask the right question. Whatever the case may be, these people don't know you. But if you keep doing it over and over again, guess what? You're going to sound just like me. I don't do a script. I don't sit there and write a script. Hello, this is Tamara from da-da-da-da, May. I have your shipping department, please. And then you wait for an answer. Shipping, how may I help you? Hi, this is Tamara Brock, and I was see if I could speak to somebody that is in charge of moving your freight. You sound like a robot. They already gonna hang up the phone on you. Bye. We ain't got time for that. Who? They already know your sales call. How many times a person call your phone and you done hung up before they get five words out because you already know it's a sales call? How many times? Y'all do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time. Okay. Not only that, I'm going to my favorite spot. I'm going to LinkedIn. I'm going over there. Hey, how you doing? That's where your business partners, your business friends are supposed to be, on LinkedIn. That's why they on there. It's a network with people who can help them run their business. Okay. So I'm going to find Tony. You said Tony Jones is the person in charge of moving freight. Hold on one second. Let me go over here. Tony Jones from Purdue Chicken Farm is in charge of moving freight. Let me see if Tony got a LinkedIn profile. As soon as I find it, me and Tony friends. Hey, Tony. This is Tamara with Brock Logistics. Your gatekeeper told me that you was in charge. Now, she ain't lying. Okay? Guys, do not make this hard. It's not. When you want to be in charge of your business, when you want to be the CEO of your company, when you want to make money, you got to ask for it. You got to be confident in what you do, confident in the way you speak. Because the more you speak in confidence, the better chance that you're going to have getting the business. You can't call the people and be like, yeah, I was just, do y'all have any freight that I can move? This is Tamara. I was wondering if I can help y'all with moving some freight. Child, please. Who? No. Help yourself. Hey, this is Tamara over here at Brock Logistics. I already got y'all set up. Everything is done. I'm taking over this account, and I have been assigned to make sure that y'all loads are being taken care of. Can I get your email address, please? Stop playing. Okay. My agents are posting over 50 loads a day. When you get through. Over 50 loads a day. Wait a minute, hold up. I got one customer that just gave us 50 by themselves. Then we got another 20 from another company. Okay, well, we do lumber loads. Then we got another company that we just got today. Because I teach them how to be in charge. I don't tell them, I tell them where to start at as far as negotiating. We don't do greedy. You can't be greedy trying to get your foot in the door. We focusing on paying attention, making sure we respond to every email. We make sure we respond to every email. We make sure that we give them a good rate so we can get more loads. Greater come later. This is not no get rich quick, whatever. Okay? Get what you get, move on. Any questions? Child, I made me some baked chicken today. Let me tell you something. I made me some baked. I took a whole chicken, made some baked chicken, put it in the oven. I put some of that J Boogie seasoning on there with some potatoes and some celery and some carrots. Any questions? Let me see. I've been trying to explain this to a friend of mine that's been driving about 3 years. Networking is key. Networking is key. Now, you can't network with everybody. You can't network with messy folks. You can't network with folks who are jealous of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay? You got to network with people that have the same mindset. That if you doing good, I'm gonna celebrate you because you doing good. My friend Trista went and bought her 2 trucks at the auction. Okay, she been ordering buying trucks for people at the auction for a couple years now. Okay, just because she got 2 trucks and I got 1 truck, I'm not hating on her because she got 2 trucks. Girl, can you show me how to do the auction? Girl, yeah, you show me how to do the auction, and I'll show you how to do the auction, and you show me how to do the freight brokering. Okay, I'll show you how to do the freight broker. Now, do you need some drivers for your trucks? Girl, yeah, I need 2 drivers for my truck. Okay, well, I got recruiting, so I'm gonna get you 2 drivers for your trucks. She's gonna show me how to do this. You need authority? I got you on authority. Okay, it's called networking. It's called building each other up. And you don't have time to be jealous or worried about what somebody else is doing. You focus on you are your biggest competition. I moved to the state of Georgia. I moved to the state of the around the surroundings of Atlanta. Do you think that I'm worried about any other broker, any other agent, any other whatever, any other trucking company? No. Focus on yourself. Be the best you that you can be. Be the best you that you can be. You ain't in competition with nobody but you. You trying to be better than you was yesterday. You don't care about who doing what. You focus on your business. Well, Tamara, such and such is charging $1,000 to do freight agent training. Okay. Such and such is doing this for free. Okay. What that got to do with you? Nothing. If you are confident in yourself, if you know whatever that you're doing is bringing value, then you don't worry about what anybody else is doing. That's the number one problem that a lot of us has, and it keeps us from holding back because we're so focused on somebody else's business and what they're doing. We're not focused on what it is that we're doing. And what we're doing is falling aside because we're focusing on their stuff. You got to focus on what you're doing. I got to go do a farm. I got to go get some chickens. I got to do the warehouse. I got to teach class. I got to get trucks. I got to go to an auction. I ain't got time to worry about what anybody else is doing. And that's how you got to be in your business. And you got to surround yourself with people that are doing that, not people that are going to drain the energy out of you. And every time you look around, they need this, that, and they can't even make a move. They can't even do this. They don't even, not that. You need to surround yourself around people where you are weak. They are strong. Where they are strong, you are weak. I don't know nothing about buying no truck at the auction. But you know what? Guess who I'm going to work with? I'm going to work with Trista. Why? Trista got 2 trucks, title in her hand, went and picked it up, paid for off the auction, trailers. Okay? She know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Why? We going to network together. I have something that Trista wants. She want to learn freight agent. I got you. You can't be that person that want to drain the energy out the next person. You got to be able to bring something to the table. If I'm helping you do this, what are you going to turn around and help me do? How are we going to build together? How are we going to go to the next level together? Because I got to be some sort of value to you, just like you have to be some sort of value to me. If we not helping each other grow, then what are we doing? All right. Some things to think about. No, I do not have a date for the next class, guys. I've been in the hospital for a whole week. I do apologize. And like I say, I cannot have another class until my 12 people that I have right now is independent and they're working and they're doing their thing. I don't do classes just to be doing classes. These people go to work. They get on the phone, they call. Okay. Their $500 that they pay, okay, not one dime of commission comes out of not one dime of my commission comes out of their fees until they make their $500 back. Once they make their $500 back, then I charge 20% off of everything that they make. My class is not a 1-day, 4-hour, 8-hour class. My class is 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 to 7. We got to do the work. We got to make the calls. We got to post the loads. We got to send out the rate confirmations. We are doing this. We're not talking about it. I'm not picking up a paper and saying, this is a rate confirmation. Just have them sign this. Put that in your folder. This is a script for your calling your freight. This is this. And here you go. Here's your certificate. Bye. See y'all later. We're going to work. Okay. So you have the opportunity to prove yourself that you will be able to do it. The work starts now. Day 1. I don't have a date for March. Why I don't have a date for March is because I was out a week. And my people are not ready to be that I could just leave them like that. Okay. So until they are ready, till they are on their own, till they can prove that they can answer the phone. Everybody's on the toll-free number. Okay. Monday, we're doing sales calls on Fridays. Okay. On Monday of next week, what we're doing is I do one-on-one. That's why I can't have a big class. Okay. Next week, starting next week, I do one-on-one. Each one of them gets an hour of my time, okay? And we're going to call. And it ain't going to be me making calls. It's going to be them making calls. I want to see how you sound. I want to hear that confidence in your voice. I want to see that you got your list of 10 to 20 people a day. I want you to show me that you can move a load. That's the one-on-one training. So at the end of the training period, you should be able to show me that you can make calls. You should be able to show me that you can move a load. You should be able to show me that you can work independently. And once you're able to do that, then you fly like a bird. Build your book of business. Let's go. Okay? Or you have the decision to say, hey, Tamara, at this time, I'm not able to, do what I need to do, I will pick it up at a later time. If you took my course and you come back at a later time and you say that you ready to work or whatever the case may be, you never got to pay that fee again. Okay. If you go through the class and you miss class, all my training is recorded. So all my people after the class, they get a copy of the recorded training just in case they miss it. There's no excuse. Okay. After that, if you are in my last class and you still have questions and you still, wasn't able to whatever, you are able to come into the next class with no problem. You still get a copy of the recording. So there's no excuse of why you don't know how to make sales calls and move freight and negotiate and do a price quote. There's no reason. No reason. You got continuous education. But I can give you all that and you still won't do it. All right. But other than that, guys, peace, love, joy, and happiness. I can't wait to the next class. We are going on our third class. It is getting bigger and bigger every month. Class sells out in usually 24 hours. I have started a waiting list. Okay. So already on the waiting list, we already 2 pages down. What am I going to do? I haven't decided yet, because I want to make sure that everybody that wants the opportunity to learn, get that opportunity. But yet and still, we got to keep these classes small enough that you don't get, I need to see you. I need to know, are you getting this? Do you have any questions? Each and every night that we talk, we got 15 minutes before class that we ask questions. 15 minutes after class that we ask questions. So nobody should be lost in the sauce. I can't tell you how anybody else do it. I know how I do it. That's it. It's what works for me. Okay. Y'all have to keep in mind, I own my own brokerage company. It's no good to me if I don't get a residual income. Okay. Why am I teaching freight agent class? It's because I need you to be an agent so I can get 20% off of whatever you make for however long it takes. That's what it's called, residual income. Okay. It's no good in me teaching class after 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 class, and ain't nobody maintaining or learning. I gotta steady teach class in order to make an income. That's not gonna work for me. Okay. I need to make sure that you get it. I need to make sure that you are making money, because if you don't make money, guess what? Miss Timmer don't make money. Okay, I can't get my 20% unless you make 80. So it's very important for me to take the time to make sure that you get it. I don't want to be making sales calls. I don't want to be moving loads. So if I'm not going to be moving loads, I need to be able to depend on my team. You got to build a team. Everybody want to do everything by themselves. I don't answer the phone. I don't negotiate no load. I don't answer the phone. I don't negotiate no load. I got 12 people on the phone that answers the loads. I don't move loads. I pay commission at the end of the week. I get a customer, it goes to my agent. My agents take over my customers. They done already called my customers. They done told my customers that they are the new CEO, and they taking over the account. I don't even get the email no more. I send them an email letting them know, hey, I got this load list. Go ahead and put it on the board. They like, what? We done already called your customer and told them that to send us the load from now on. Okay. I got an agent, it's so bad, honey. Let me tell you something. I got an agent so bad, she go get all the old customers and bring them back. You ain't got to tell her nothing. Okay? And that's what I love. I love empowering men, women, or whatever the case may be. This class was the most that I had of men in the class. Okay. But these women, they taking the ball running that don't have any kind of experience in the trucking industry. They just got that hustle about themselves. So once the class is over, are we being prepared to become brokers? No, I teach you how to be an agent. Broker is totally different. Okay. Broker is where you have to be responsible. You need to know the laws, the regulations. You have to have a factoring company. You have to, it's so much to a broker. You have to pay for your license, your bond. You got to be able to establish your credit, to do the credit check to make sure that you pay your bills on time. So, you know, people will be able to run your loads. No, I don't. I take all that pressure off of you. Okay. I take all that pressure off of you. I teach agents. Agents work under me. I take a percentage. They make 80%. I make 20%. The difference is I don't make anybody sign a non-disclosure, a non-compete agreement. I'm not trying to hold you. All I want you to do is learn it. Hey, I mean, I got the customer anyway. The customer's in my database anyway. I ain't trying to hold you. If I want them back, I get them. I'm not making you sign any type of non-compete. I'm not saying to you that once you build your book of business, if you want to go out and be your own broker, then I'm gonna hold you until 2 years from now, and then you can go be your own broker. Now, recruiting, I will. Okay. Recruiting, I will. I'll hold you for a year on recruiting, but not on being a broker. Okay. If I teach you how to recruit and you make money in recruiting, you're gonna stay with me. Okay. Or you ain't gonna, and once you leave me, you can't recruit for a year. And that's on everything. All right, it's 1 hour, 11 minutes. Do y'all have any other questions? Ms. Brock, would you put your email address? Yes, child. I got about 5 email addresses. You can reach me at missdivatrucker@gmail.com. You can reach me at Brock Logistics. Hold on. BROCKLOGISTICLLC@gmail.com. Who else I got? What else? People ask me about recruiting, how you get such a big, huge database of drivers. Y'all think I be playing. Hold on. How do I get am I doing carrier authorities? I would like to do call me and make an appointment, Life on Wheels, or email me to make an appointment to do carrier authority. If you want a carrier authority done, I charge $300 to do the paperwork for FMCSA to get you your USDOT number and your MC number. Your USDOT number is free, okay? The MC number is what's cost, and that is $300 with the FMCSA, okay? So it's a total of $600 to get set up with your own authority. After that, you do have to get your insurance in order for it to become active, okay? I have nothing to do with your insurance. You have to call a licensed commercial insurance person to get you set up with your insurance. Once you do that, we do your BOC3, and then after we do that, we get you set up with your IFTA, your IRP, make sure that you got your ELD, make sure you got your UCR, make sure you got your whatever. Then we get you signed up with then I get you signed up with the carriers, not carriers, with the brokers that will take you right away out of getting your authority. Okay. So it takes about, I say you could be up and running in about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on if you got a trailer or not. If you don't have a trailer, I recommend you doing a power only, but you're going to make sure that you get the insurance that you can do power only. If you got to do Amazon for a little bit of time until you get your own trailer, go ahead and do that. Okay. The thing is getting up and running, getting some experience under your belt. Once you get 3 months, you can sign on to places like JB Hunt, Snyder. Snyder has a big power only. Okay. The difference is when you sign up with Snyder, JB Hunt, and any of these other companies with your own authority, you are not under percentage, okay? You are under what is called negotiating your own freight. I don't think you could negotiate with Amazon. I think it is what it is. But don't think that when you get over there that you're going to get the top premium freight or whatever. You got to earn that just like anywhere else. Okay. The better you do, or the better your score is, or whatever the case may be, the more opportunities that are open for you. But it is a good way to start your being under your own authority. Okay. If you need to sign up under Amazon for a minute, sign up under Amazon for a minute. Make your money, okay? And then save up money, get your trailer, and then do your own thing. Work on your own customers, okay? I have 2 trucks and a flatbed trailer. Can you train me a dispatcher for my company? A1, I'm sure you got, I don't train for dispatchers. I don't train for dispatchers. There are people that go more in detail about setting up your own dispatching business and, all that kind of stuff and how to be successful in that. Just because I was a truck driver, hey, Sin, just because I was a truck driver, I know how to dispatch because, I pre-planned my own truck. So it just comes natural for me to do, but I don't have like a separate class to dispatch trucks, like a dispatch class or anything like that. But there are plenty of people who do offer that. If that's something that you think you need training in, send A1, send one of your people. Send one of your people the little dispatch class. I think they ain't about what, $200, $300, $400. Send them to a little dispatch class. Give them 2 of your trucks and your flatbed trailers. Give them your login and password, and tell them where you ain't got to even send them to no class. Just tell them where you at, and tell them to find you a load. Give them about $50, $75 for booking a load for you. Tell them what you need them to do. Make them work for you. Hey, sincerely yours, Nadia. Hey, Ricky, I want to get my own authority. And is it possible to be my own broker? Yes. You can have your own carry authority and you can be your own broker, but don't put it together. Okay, you want to make it seem like it's separate. You want to have separate business names. Okay, possibly two separate business addresses. Okay, you do not want to link them together. Okay, a lot of times insurance companies will not cover you if they see that you are a broker. Okay, so you want to keep it separate. So Brock Logistics is a brokerage, okay, but my trucking company is going to be named is something else under a carrier. Okay, do it. Look at the big boys. We take note. They are teachers, right? The big boys, what they do, they have a brokerage and they have a logistics company. Prime has a trucking company. Prime has a logistics company. One is the brokerage. One is the carrier. Okay, set it up just like that. Therefore, you cannot go wrong. On the carrier side, you got to make sure that you have safe equipment, safe drivers. You don't get any incidents. Keep your paperwork straight, and you're good to go. On the broker side, you got to make sure that you don't have any claims. You got to make sure that you pay your bills. Okay? And you got to make sure your shippers know where their truck's at. Keep it pushing. Keep them businesses two separate companies. Okay, run one like a trucking company, other like a logistics. There's nothing wrong with Brock Trucking Company running loads for Brock Logistics. We all together. We just got two separate names. Do it like the big boys. KLLM Trucking, KLLM Logistics. Okay, if you work for KLLM Trucking, you can't get to the load board. You can't get the KLLM load board. The only way you can get the KLLM load board is if you got your own authority. Okay, so you will quickly find out that if you work for KLLM as a truck driver and you pay your truck off and you go and get your own authority and you go under KLLM and you say, hey, I want to run loads for you guys, they're gonna ask you for your MC number, your DOT number, your insurance, how long you've been in business, and if you satisfy that criteria, they're gonna let you have access to their loads, right? So then you're gonna get a wake-up call, and you're gonna be like, well, damn, I've been running loads for 90 cents a mile, and y'all got it going for $3 a mile. Woo, something don't sound right. But you can't get mad at the game. Okay, that's the way the game's set up. You ain't gonna beat them. Learn it. Flip it around and make it work for you. You ain't gonna beat them. Learn the game. Flip it around. Make it work for you. You ain't gonna beat them. Ain't no use of crying. Ain't no use of getting mad. Ain't no use of being upset. Ain't no use to tell everybody in the world that trucking is the worst thing since whatever, and the carriers ain't doing nothing but ripping everybody off. The brokers ain't doing nothing but ripping everybody off. The trucking companies ain't doing nothing but ripping everybody off. There's always somebody over somebody. Everybody trying to make some money. You got to figure out how you gonna make your money. That's all. You just got to figure out how you gonna make your money. Okay, I know the game messed up. I can see it. I can see they ain't playing with me out here. I can see they want me to stay out here for 4 months. I can see, and they're gonna give you everything that you need to do that too. I'm gonna give you a microwave. When I left my truck with a microwave. I had a CB in there. I put a refrigerator in there. I had it all set up. You know, they're gonna give you a refrigerator. They're gonna put a microwave. They're gonna make it real comfortable. You know, top of line, because I want you to be happy. You know, and they're putting you in brand new equipment and shiny wheels and all that kind of stuff make you happy. I want you happy. I need you happy out there running for me so I can make $10,000 a week on a load and pay you $2,000 a week. I need you happy. Okay? I'm gonna give you the best trailer. KLLM, you could not leave the yard until you got your trailer washed. Do you know how many times I was so happy just to ride up and down I-10, I-20, I-40 with a darn Volvo 780 brand spanking new? I would go get them rent. I would go get some spinners. Sin, do you remember the spinners? You would get spinners to match the truck. Shut your mouth, Sin. Sin, did you go get the spinners to put on night transportation truck? Huh? At 38 cents a mile. You were looking good going down the highway, Sin. You were looking good. Couldn't nobody tell me how I look going down. When I had KLLM truck, baby, I was paying my truck notes. I got my truck washed every other day. Had my trailer looking shiny. Making 90 cents going down the highway looking good as I don't know what. You hear me? You could tell me nothing. Could tell me nothing. Truck clean. We got fresh carpet. We got a TV. You know the Volvo got the TVs, right? Oh, we was into getting big screens in the truck. Big screen TV. We got satellite system on the TV. Oh, I'm sorry, Sin. You were making 48 cents. My bad. Okay. We had them truck. Pink. Y'all knew me. I had the pink truck. I had the pink. I went and got letters on my truck. Wasn't even paid for. I went and put letters on the truck. Miss Diva is in this 90 cent a mile truck. I got the CB radio. We decked out. We got everything matching in the truck. Okay? I was happy. KLLN was happy I was in there too. Miss Tamara ain't want to go home. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to train. Man, Tamara, you finna put somebody else on the truck? Yeah. Come on. Get on the truck with me. Me and you, we going to go out here and we're going to make 6,000 miles for KLLM. We bringing in a revenue of $10,000 a week. All they had to do was give me 3. I'm happy. And I'm taking all the expenses. All of them. I'm paying for the fuel. I'm paying for the insurance. I'm paying for the truck note. I'm paying for I was happy go lucky. But that taught me the game. I didn't get mad at the game. I didn't hate the game. I learned the game. Why? Because you take it, you learn it, you flip it, and you make it work for you. What did Sin do? Sin went and got his own truck. Sin went and paid off his own truck. You can get Sin to work for 48 cents a mile now. Go to Sin. I got a truck over here. You think you want? I'm paying 50 cents a mile. You think you want it? It's nice. It got some pink in it. You know. I got a microwave. Sin. Every driver I brought tonight made them 100,000. Yeah, I'm sitting up here bringing drivers. They got me as the top lead recruiter. Did an article, said Tamara made $40,000 recruiting drivers. I done brought over 40 people that made $100,000 a year. God darn it. Tamara made $40,000. They done made $400,000. Woo! They ain't want to let Tamara out the truck. Where you going, Tamara? You ain't happy? What's wrong? What's wrong, Tamara? What's wrong? You not happy? We paying you. We paying you the bonus money. What you want, a student? You want a student on truck? You want the student? You want the bonus money? What you want? Sin, I'm gonna need you to come work for me for 48 cents a mile. I don't want to hear no stuff about you want to be an owner operator and you want to own your own truck. I don't want to hear that. I need you to come get in this truck 48 cents a mile. I'll put your name on the truck, Sin. You got to laugh at that. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad. Man, it's so ridiculous that it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Knight learned the game from Swift. JB, OCR. They've been teaching this game from day one. And we mad. Don't get mad. Copy and learn what they did. And do it. You done building somebody else's empire? No, Sin. They still use your picture right now to let folks know the number one hustler in the game came to Night Transportation. They got your picture on advertisement, Sin. Sin standing up there looking like this. Sin, what's the pose? Sin, what's the pose? Yes, and Mom Dukes, look, CRST is the best one of all of them. CRST gonna put 4 people in the truck. We ain't never stopping. Okay? We gonna 2 by 2. It's like Noah's Ark. They're gonna take 2 by 2. Okay, Sam, what was the pose in the truck? What when you had the hat on, said Night Rider? Y'all was calling each other dark riders, light riders, red riders, blue riders. Y'all was over there like this. Sam, we gotta laugh, okay? Because the reason why we gotta laugh at that is because we brought into the game. We brought into it. But the funny thing is, we didn't stay there. We learned the game, did what we had to do, flip it, and made it work for you. Man, please, you couldn't tell me that. Let driver of the week come up. I'm standing out there on the side of the truck. Okay? Miss Brock still got a picture in the driver's lounge right now. She still got a picture in the driver's lounge. Me and Ripley. Come here, Rip. Hey, Jason. I got your truck, Jason. Whew. Hey, Carlos. Carlos was over there. Carlos, one of my recruits from the KLLM days of 2014, 2015. We was the baddest thing moving. You couldn't tell us nothing. Shoot. Rip gone to bed. Rip ain't studying me. Yeah, I just got out the hospital. So I'm back there. Yep, Carlos was there. Carlos went and got CDL. Shoot. You can't be mad at that. You can't be upset at that. Folks say, well, why you always smiling? Why you always, laughing? Because it's funny. It's funny. It is funny. It's funny. And then to be able to I'll just say I always treasure. We was over there taking pictures, weren't we? We were cheesing. Come here, girl. KLLM, 90 cents a mile, 1,000, 1,500 a week. Y'all better come on, get this money, stop playing. We was happy. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that. Just got back over there, starting over. What, Carlos? You went back to KLLM? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because that's where you was getting the money from. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I can't ever come out and do a diss video KLLM. Man, please. Of LTI. Man, please. Now, Eagle, that's another story now. Okay. I could never on my worst day say nothing bad about them. Can't never on my worst day say nothing bad about LTI. Because if it wasn't for them putting me through what I went through, I wouldn't be where I am today. And that's what I appreciate. Because of one thing they taught me this game. Now what? Level up. All right. It's an hour and 30 minutes. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. Check me out tomorrow. Me and Jess, we're going to go up to the auction. Okay, we're gonna see if we can go look at some trucks because the bidding is going to be on the 26th. So we'll go out there tomorrow. I didn't this night. I just went and buy their stock. That's right. Yeah. What's the use? What's the use? We ain't finna close the company down. You think if I say I hate KLLL, they make me sick, they did this, they did that. KLL, they're gonna keep it pushing. Okay. They're gonna keep it pushing. Okay, I ain't finna stop no business. Okay. If I sit up there and say, I can't stand Prime ripped me off. I ain't get my check last week. They had me sitting for 4 days, 5 hours and 32 seconds, and da. And the dispatcher didn't answer the phone. And Prime gonna keep it pushing. Okay. Now you might get a little phone call from them telling you better listen. You better go somewhere with that now. We ain't gonna be playing with you too much longer now. Okay. Now don't have us shut you down. They're gonna keep it pushing. We're not finna close them because we on YouTube and we got 30-something thousand subscribers and and we try to do the I hate whoever video. Okay. They're gonna keep it moving. You would talk about CRST all day until you blue in the face, baby. They gonna get up in the morning and keep it moving and keep it pushing and still gonna have 50 people in orientation on Monday. And you all in your feelings like you done did something. Why waste the energy? Why waste the time? Why? Keep it pushing. Y'all gonna give yourself a heart attack, a stroke out there, getting all upset about these folks. These folks been doing this long before me and you thought about trucking. And they gonna continue to do it long after. Do you know how many people you got to fight to change the laws and the regulations in the trucking industry? Honey, it's gonna take more than you, me, and everybody on this live feed right now to even bring up a vote. Okay. I've always been like that. I can't get mad at no. It's business. When you understand being how to be what is it? I can't say it. Entrepreneur. Yeah. When you figure out how it is, the main thing of being your own in your own business is how to make money. I'm not sitting there thinking about how I can, give out more money and me make less money. I'm going to see whatever it is that I can do to make you happy, to make sure that you need to do what I need you to do, which is run my freight. Okay. Other than that, automatic, please. I got an automatic truck. Jason, why you playing? I don't do that shifting thing. I ain't did that shifting thing since I went to school. I came out of school and got in. I guess I got an automatic truck when automatics just got in the door or whatever. Okay. When automatic just got in the door. But other than that, guys, I love you. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. Tomorrow we're going to auction. Friday we're making sales calls. Next week I do my one-on-one with my freight agents. I want to give them an additional week. And then I got to get ready for my birthday, guys. My birthday is in May. So we're going to do a 50th birthday party. We're going to do a housewarming gift, right? A housewarming party. My mama's 80th birthday. So me and my mama is going to put our birthday parties together. And also it's going to be Mother's Day. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that you need to bring, if you are invited, you need to bring 4 gifts. Okay. Don't show up to my house and you got one gift thinking that's going to cover everything. Okay. It's not. Okay. You're going to need a 50th birthday party gift. You're going to need a housewarming gift. Okay. You're going to need my mama gift because my mama is going to be 80 years old. Okay. So you're going to need a gift for mama. And then you're going to need a Mother's Day gift. Okay. So that's 4 gifts at one party. Okay. So that's how we're going to do that. We're going to make sure the food is good. We're going to barbecue back here out on the back porch. Bring your bathing suit. You can swim, do whatever. I'm going to try to have the fish over there ready for you to catch out there in the pond. Okay. So we're going to stock the pond out there for you. So you catch some fish. You're going to eat good. You're going to be able to swim and enjoy yourself. Okay. I'm going to make y'all little reservations at the hotel down the street. Okay. In case, y'all get a little tipsy and can't be able to make it home because ain't no lights on my street. Okay. So I'm going to be able to give y'all not give y'all, but, tell you where the closest hotel room is at. So y'all can spend the night in case it get too late for you. And it is what it is. So I got the plan for that. I got the plan for a 50th birthday party, a 80th old birthday party, a Mother's Day celebration, a housewarming, and housewarming, 50th, 80th, Mother's Day. That's four gifts. Yeah, so get it ready. Get it ready. We also going to do the close hotel is going to be Baymont Hotel, Red Roof Inn, Super 8. Who else is around here? They got a Hilton. You ain't got to spend all that money. Just get you a little $60, $70 hotel. They clean. They over there in Griffin. Ain't too many people come through here. Okay, so it ain't like no big city regular hotel. They don't even got it like that. Okay, they clean. They nice looking hotels. All you need is a little place to lay your head down until you get right to in the morning and get on the road. Then later on in I want to say July or August, we're putting on a yacht networking event. Now, this is what's going to be Brock Logistics. Okay. This is where I'm going to be bringing out all my freight agents. We're going to be networking with carriers and we're going to be networking with shippers. Okay. So the only way to get on the boat is if you are a carrier. No, do I want brokers? I want carriers, agents, and shippers. So I will invite shippers out to the yacht. It will be a 5-hour cruise. It will be catered. The yacht fits 125 people. We're going to go out there, or it's going to be a education event where I'm going to tell you about freight brokering an agent to see if you do want to take the class or whatever. But I think I want it to be a networking event where we're networking with shippers. Okay. So I'm gonna invite shippers out to the yacht, and we're gonna get their business by feeding them. We're going to get their business by feeding them. We're going to do the grand opening of the official grand opening of Brock Logistics. And it's going to be a networking event with carriers with their own authorities. So it's going to be carriers. It's going to be my broker company, and it's going to be shippers. And that's how we're going to do that. All right. Hey, Paper Chaser. What's going on with you? What your 20? My 20. What's my 20? My 20 is I'm in Georgia. So, but yeah, and I got to get the next class started. I just hate disappointing people, I hate disappointing when stuff come up and they be counting on me to do this and do that, and you know. So I got to be careful about the next class because I put the next class out. It's going to sell out, and I'm obligated. And I know that I got some other stuff that I want to do. We got to get some chickens. Who coming to get help with the chickens? We got to get the chickens together. We got to get some cows. We got to get some horses. We got to get some goats. I elect myself to be a personal assistant and logistic person. I already told the agents today. I said, look, y'all, it's an office up there in McDonough, Georgia. Okay, so y'all can go work at anytime y'all feel like it. I just ain't been there. There will be a full-time person in there eventually. Okay, it just won't be me. And the cook and the cook. I could cook, mom dudes. I want to do this bed and breakfast. That's another stream of revenue. So if you're gonna come to my house, you might as well pay to come to my house. You know, if you're gonna come spend a weekend with me, you might as well pay $150 a night. So you go swimming and I'll feed you and eat, and we'll just call it a bed and breakfast. I mean, you want to come and stay for free? Come on now. Get your little weekend getaway. Come stay with Miss Brock. We're gonna do two beds in each bedroom. Okay. So if it's two people, then y'all share the room. If it's, we got to put 4 of y'all in the room, then that's what it is. I'm trying to get some good paying freight. Maybe I'll move LLC to Georgia and use your office address. Is Georgia higher than New York? See it? But yeah, I gave the agents the address I said, this is the address to the office. This is where we're going to be working. If it wasn't for COVID, that's where we will be doing the trainings. We got a conference room, a kitchen on the 3rd floor. And it is what it is. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. It's already been almost 2 hours. Okay. I love you. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. See you tomorrow at the auction.